Hi, I'm Terry, and welcome to Cat Scratch Kitchen. I love dishes that are created with canned cream of soups, but I don't always have a can in my cupboard, and I prefer not to have the additives like MSG. So I keep a canister of cream of anything soup base in my pantry. That way I can control what's in it, and I'm never caught short without that ingredient. This cream of anything soup base is super simple to put together, cost effective, and shelf stable almost indefinitely if you store it in an airtight container or sealed bag and place it in a cool, dark place. This recipe makes quite a bit. It's actually the equivalent of 18 cans of condensed soup for under $6. Now that's not counting the flavor add-in like your mushrooms, broccoli, or asparagus, but there's only a half cup of any of those. The least expensive not on sale in your grocery is usually about 50 cents a can, and name brands easily cost over $1 per can. This comes out to about 35 cents a can. So it's easy to see there's an advantage to taking a few minutes to put together this pantry staple. So let's get started. Okay, first we're going to add 4 cups of dry powdered milk. Then we need a cup and a half of cornstarch. Then we need a half a cup of chicken bouillon powder or granules. Then we have 4 teaspoons of dried minced onions, 2 teaspoons of thyme, 2 teaspoons of crushed dried basil, and a teaspoon of black pepper. Then all we have to do is just mix it all together. Take a whisk or a spoon. Make sure it's all well combined. And just that easy, you have your cream of soup mix base. So when you're ready to use it, you want to make 1 cup of water, 1/3 cup of your soup mix base, and just whisk it together. Let it come to a boil. And it will start to thicken up. This base makes the equivalent of a can of condensed cream of soup without the additional can of water added, so just like you would normally use in a recipe. Okay, you can see as soon as this comes to a boil, it starts to thicken right up. At that point, you want to add 1/2 cup of whatever flavor soup you want it to be. In this case, we're going to use 1/2 cup of chopped broccoli. Now this is pre-steamed broccoli. You can use frozen broccoli, you can use leftover broccoli, whatever you want. And you can turn the heat off then. And this will continue to thicken as it cools. You can use it in a recipe just like this, or you can let it cool, put it in something and put it in the fridge, let it cool so it's thicker if it's going into a dip or something like that where you want the thickness. And that's it. You can make cream of broccoli, cream of asparagus, cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, cream of shrimp, cream of bacon, you name it. Okay, now as an example of a way to use the soup that you just made, let's make a side dish. This is a buttery broccoli rice, absolutely delicious. Take 1 cup of raw rice, long grain. You add the soup mix that you just put together. Ten ounces of beef broth. And just stir it together in the container you're going to cook it in. Now this is a half a recipe. I'll leave the recipe for the full thing, and it would go in a 9 by 13 dish instead of this small one. Yeah, I'll leave the recipe down below for both the base and this side dish. Then we're just going to add 1/2 cup of sliced butter. Doesn't have to be on there fancy or anything, just to the top of the recipe, to the top of the casserole. And you're going to put it in the oven, set at 425, covered with either a lid or foil for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, take the foil off, put it back in the oven, and leave it for another 20 to 25 minutes. When you take it out, the rice should fluff nicely, and you're ready to go.